Hey, yo, Stephen A. is a buster, yo.
Check out Stephen A. Smith's response to this Epstein list debacle.
If you're a Republican, if you're the GOP, I mean, the big, beautiful bill was just passed. Even though the deficit is going to escalate from 3.3 trillion over 5 trillion, assuming you believe the Congressional Budget Office and all of this other stuff. I mean, with all of these things that's going on, with the 2017 tax cuts reserved, with so much stuff that's going on that the left didn't want to happen, that you on the right said you wanted to happen, with the borders being closed, supposedly that being handled, with migrants being escorted out of this country in droves, according to you, and what you wanted, you're in an uproar off the Epstein list?
Hell fucking yeah. What is he talking about? Stephen A. is one of them niggas. Okay.
That's all you've got? It's really, really surprising that this matters. Of course, I think there's a list, but I don't know. I suspect, but I have no knowledge, nor do I care. It's Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out and enjoy myself. I'm getting ready to have a nice weekend. I can give a damn about the Epstein client list. It has no effect.
What's it laughing?
I have a life. I don't understand for the life of me why this matters so much to these. I'm talking about people losing. They're crying on camera. They're talking about resignations. They're pissed off about everything. I'm like,
yo, this dude sound like he on the list. That's a very Trump answer of you, Stephen A.
Really? With all the stuff going on in this country, with all the power that you possess because of the cash and the influence you have because of your connection to this administration, that's why you upset at Trump?
Hell yeah. How would you feel if it was your kids? Watch out for people who say stuff like this. Why you worry about that? That's like the dude that owe you money, but when it's time to pay, it's a little bit of money. You sweating him. Why you sweating me? You still worry about that money? Yes, absolutely. Do what you said you was going to do.
Thank Trump one bit for looking at them and saying, really? That really matters to you? That's really that important? Now, maybe he had a different reason for saying it, trying to be evasive or whatever. I don't know. But I do know.
What's your reason for saying it?
In the grand scheme of things, it ain't going to affect the lives of over 200 to 300 million Americans.
This dude is agreeing with him. Yo, I'm starting to believe in some certain conspiracies, man. I don't know, but the trafficking conspiracies, I don't know. They make more and more sense every day, and everything that seemed like, oh, that's just a myth. The older I get, a lot of those things turn out to be true. Remember the casting couch myth? Remember the myth that all the things people had to do to get their roles in movies and stuff? The eyes wide shut party myths. Come on, man. Y'all know I can't talk. There we go.
I think we'll be just fine without knowing whether or not there was really, really a client list. I think we'll be okay.
No, we won't. No, we won't, because that means these people get to continue. And they're being protected. It was crazy, yo.
Believable that this is a big deal to me. It really is.
Stephen A. Smith saying with a straight face, I got dinner reservation at 7. Why should I care again about women who weren't legal being trafficked from island to island and being touched on and raped by multiple powerful men that I probably know because I'm a celebrity as well? Why should I care about this again? Saying this with a straight face to me is appalling. It's sick.
Because you're a human being. You know what I mean? Because you may have children. Because we should not be allowed to corrupt children under any circumstances. I don't give a damn what's at stake.
The egregious part about all of this is that Stephen A. Smith said, I believe the Epstein list exists. So he believes that Trump and his administration is covering it up. He believes the Epstein list that documents the powerful men that coerced and helped Jeffrey Epstein traffic not legal women, because we can't say certain words.
Right. Be easy.
He believes that list exists, and he believes that those powerful men are out here going.
But he ain't tripping off of it.
Free of consequences after trafficking women who weren't of age and graping them on an island for decades.
Crazy.
He's able to sleep comfortably at night, and he says it doesn't affect his world whatsoever. To me, that's the most appalling part about all of this, bruh. And people agree. One user said, while we're at it, asked Stephen A. Smith too, Another user said, at this point, if you're agreeing with him, your eye is on the list until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be the bar now at this point.
For real. Anybody who is against exposing it, why are you against it? Instead of asking how important is it, ask what benefit is it to not release this information? What do we get out of not releasing it? What sort of what is it a security? Is it a national security issue? Then we'd have to acquiesce to the idea that Epstein was an agent of some sort. That's also a conspiracy. I don't want to go too deep into it. Let Flacco do the real report, and here we go.
I'm trying to tell y'all for years who this ninja really was, and what makes it funny is he truly thinks he is the voice to bridge the gap. This man is implying people shouldn't care that the most powerful and influential people in our country, from politicians to celebrities, are involved in a trafficking pedophilic ring that orchestrated by a foreign government. So you don't care about pedos and trafficking. We are not the same. Yo, bro, Stephen, this is one of the wildest statements I think I've ever heard from anybody in life.
Facts, I agree.
A child trafficking ring matters. Great matters. Those who engage in those things should be put down. That's a fact. Now, I think Stephen A. Smith, again, maybe I'm giving him too much grace here. I don't think Stephen A. Smith is on that list. I think Stephen A. Smith is the worst example of the product of a capitalistic system. Stephen A. Smith and the bag is the only thing that matters to him. So when Trump called in and gave Stephen A. Smith a compliment, Stephen A. Smith wants to foster and hold that relationship. He wants to nurture it. He don't want to come out and take a bold stance for children because that goes against Trump. That goes against that relationship that he believes he has.
Nah, man, you giving him grace. I think you giving him grace. All I know is if you protect something like that, it looks suspect. Absolutely suspect.
See how Stephen A. Smith was smitten, shy, when Trump called in and gave him a compliment.
Stephen A. Smith may run for president, as you know. Do you have any advice for Stephen A. If he launches the run?
Get a barber and find your hairline. What the hell is this? Go bald. I got a whole bunch of advice.
Stephen A. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy.
Damn, that's a big ass forehead, yo. You could put he got enough real estate for a whole nother face.
Watching him, he's got great entertainment skills, which is very important. People watch him. You know, a lot of these Democrats I watch, I say they have no chance. I've been pretty good at picking people and picking candidates, and I will tell you, I'd love to see him run.
All right, there you go.
The same way Stephen A. Smith will come on ESPN and bootlick and clean the boots of his ESPN executives and spread narratives for their agenda, that's the exact same thing that's going on, man, with this Trump thing. Stephen A. Smith has political aspirations. I guess he wants to be in Trump's good graces. So he's willing to at least sell his soul or sell the perception. Bro,
even if that is true, what you're saying, Flacco, I still think that him being willing to overlook something like that, that's just as bad as being down. You might as well be on the list, if you ask me, because you'll allow it to happen. You'll know what's going on across the street or next door. And as long as they stay cool with you and you got power, you good. You might as well go ahead over there with them.
looking at you weird. They're looking at you like you one of those, bro. I don't care what the connection is. Ain't no relationship where people looking at me as if I'm one of them.
Right.
Now, Stephen A. Smith would come to his show and he would essentially try to gaslight the people who are calling him out for his weird comments. He would try to gaslight us and make it seem as if we're tripping, as if we misunderstood. No, we heard you clearly.
Clear.
You believe an Epstein list exists, but you don't give a damn if it ever comes out and hold people accountable because you have dinner at 7 and your dinner is more important.
I mean, you see some of these tweets that I've seen on X and other places. One guy writes them, Joel Ellenwood writes, "While we are at it, fuck Stephen A. Smith."
Right.
That's what he said. Ouch. violence, the language. Oh.
It's called for.
Somebody else writes, quote, I don't care about pedophiles, end quote. Is a hill Stephen A. Smith needs to die on alone. Don't put that out on the rest of us.
Facts.
I don't care about pedophiles. That's how y'all took that? Real?
That's what you said. You said all these other things going on, y'all really worried about Epstein. That's basically what you said. Now, this great orator somehow can't read between the lines. Man, come on.
Really, that's what we're doing? We're not taking into account what I was really trying to say? I'm not talking about Mr. Of course. Any of them that we can identify, we want them. We want their asses in jail.
You identified them by releasing the list. He was the hugest of them, went to jail for it. His little shorty went to jail for it, but they don't have nobody that they will sell. It's like you locked up all the hustlers, but they didn't have no customers.
It's just if we don't get them in jail, if it means releasing the list and fracturing the MAGA movement and Trump get a dirty rap for covering it up, we shouldn't care about it, bruh. Oh, we should put them in jail, but if we don't, it's not going to really ruin your day. You could care less. You got dinner at 7. Don't try to clean it up now, bro. We heard exactly what you said, man. Exactly.
Without question. What I was saying and what I was lamenting or ridiculing was the MAGA right who suddenly turned against Trump.
It's not what you said, yo.
Because you don't have a client list. So, if the war between Ukraine and Russia gets settled, if the Israeli-Hamas conflict gets settled,
both of which have not happened and probably won't,
work to our advantage and the economy is flourishing. The borders have been closed and we see mass deportations, which millions upon millions of Americans, by the way, are against. But some of you, particularly...
No, he doing his job on that. But it still doesn't negate the fact you're supposed to release this list of your homeboy, of your mans in them, who you got mad flicks with. You notice he got flicks with all the freakiest people? Him, Diddy. Let me look deep, see if I can find some Weinstein pictures. Wasn't he on the Cosby Show one time? I don't know.